They were trained. They were ready. And now it was time for these U.S. and Japanese medical personnel to put that training into action during an exercise that would test their skills in a series of fast-paced, high-pressure scenarios.
The primary purpose is always going to be we're teaching life-saving medicine. We're trying to get these guys the experience and the training to save lives.
16 U.S. Army soldiers and members of the Japan Ground and Air Self-Defense Forces first completed both a week-long training session on Tactical Combat Casualty Care, or TC3, and the Combat Medic Corpsman course at Yokota Air Base near Tokyo.
It was all good. Good training.
The follow-up exercise, held at Sagami General Depot, incorporated training aids, equipment, and even military aircraft to present the trainees with a realistic environment to maximize the effectiveness of the event.
It's designed to push combat medics and their combat medic equivalent, not just in our sister services, but also in the JSDF, to the height of their scope. So it's a lot more invasive, more minor surgical techniques, more life-saving, life-prolonging care.
The participants divided into 4-person teams and performed various tasks across 3 distinct phases: care under fire, tactical field care, and tactical casualty evacuation care. First Lieutenant Yuka Aoki, a participant with the JASDF, spoke about how effective the training scenarios were at keeping them constantly alert.
もうすごくプレッシャーでした。銃声の音とか周りが騒がしかったりとかするっていう環境もそうですし、あとは実際に患者搬送している間にまた敵が現れてケア&ファイヤーってその敵がいる状況が突然生起したので、そういうところもなかなか日本の自衛隊の訓練では構想は構想の訓練みたいな感じでやってたので、そこがやっぱり米軍の訓練は厳しいなと感じました。
Although each team consisted of a mix of U.S. and Japanese personnel, they collaborated effectively to complete the assigned tasks, overcoming language barriers and differences in medical practices.
This week's training was pretty significant, I think, for our interoperability with the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force. I got to learn a lot of how they conduct their 68 Whiskey side, and they got to learn how we do our stuff. So I think it's pretty significant that we do that training, and it was a good refresher.
有事を想定していて、精神面であったり体力面、あらゆる方向からの高ストレス下による環境においての観察であったり処置っていうのがとても苦労したところであります。そのストレス感において、この環境において、常に状況を判断して行うことの難しさっていうのも肌で感じることができました。
This marked the first bilateral medical training event in recent years between U.S. and Japanese forces.
We've ever had a class that was this mix of individuals. We had Army, Air Force, JGSDF, JASDF. They're interested in the program, and I hope that they take what they learned and they go back and they want to do it again, and we were able to replicate this at an even larger scale.
For U.S. Army Garrison Japan Public Affairs, this is Dustin Perry.